Is there a way? Are we allowed to rest in here, or do I have to go all the way back to
I'm gone.
Hi. Oh, there you are. Miss Grace. Miss Grace.
How may I help you?
Questions. What is this place? Brothel. What kind of brothel is this? Establish a brothel to give those lustful fevers that strike the mind more avenues of expression rather than simply carnal. Sounds dull. Sure it's not. Why did you establish this place? That's an odd question. At least not directly. So why did you? Part of the answer to your question requires that you know that I am a member of the Society of Sensation. It's rich much than, and that is why you established. This brothel is intended to slake the lusts of even the hardened intellectual. It is designed to stimulate the mind, to heighten one's awareness of themselves and others, to create new ways of experiencing another person. It is for those who seek something more than the shallow physical pleasures that fill the hive and lower wards. This establishment just encourages intellectual fencing rather than the other kind. The women here must be over. Yes, this woman. The women here are aspiring sensates. They have come to me in search of instruction to prepare themselves to enter the faction. Many of them a natural grasp of language that can shatter the crust of the most hardened individual. Sensates? A member, okay. Training to be sensates. Yes, I hope that by learning the art of language and its subtleties that the patrons and the students here may learn more about themselves. One is only as limited as their command of the language. To be able to employ language to evoke emotions in others is a tremendous skill. Other questions? Came in looking for help. What kind of help are you looking for? I seem to have lost my memories. I've lost myself. You've been stricken with amnesia. How terrible. Do you have any idea how it happened? Not really. At least not that I can remember. Hey. I woke up on a slab in the mortuary and everything before that is black. You awoke in the mortuary? I think the dustman mistook me for being dead, or I was dead, or something. All I know is that I regenerate wings quickly. I could be immortal, but I don't even know that for sure. There's scars on your body. Reach out hands if touch you. May I? Sure. Fall from grace, drags her fingers across your chest, lightly, tracing the edges of your scars and following the curves where they blend into some of your tattoos. She seems fascinated. These scars do look as if they would have taken several lifetimes to accumulate. They certainly do, though some are more recent. Some of these wounds would have been fatal to a normal man. What do you intend to do now? I need to get my memories back and my life back. Intend to scour the plains and search to myself until I can piece together who I am and what brought me to this state. Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. I must say I've never been a man who had lost himself in the literal sense. Forgive me, but your condition is intriguing. It is that. If it will help, you're welcome to tour the brothel. Several of our students are well versed in the verbal arts, perhaps some of them will be able to rekindle your memories. Let's do anything else first. No.
All right.
I just want somewhere to rest. Is that too much to ask? Apparently so. We are in trouble.
Done.
And there's not even like an inn round here, is there? Not that I remember. Like, as in, somewhere we can rest. I'll double check with Namel again. Had you found Elwyn? Some questions. Namel listened to the stranger's questions but can answer none. You would have to seek his answers elsewhere. But I haven't even asked. Mel smiles at you, slowly shaking her head. Your face reflecting in her shimmering eyes. Frustrated, confused, yet last gave up. It was clear this woman possessed no more knowledge than that was of use to him, or if she did, she could not be persuaded to share it. What? No, just let me ask you something. You open your mouth, but no words come out. Try as you might, you cannot question it. Mel shakes her head sadly. Farewell then. Okay. I told you the commando to this decanter. Mel took it from the stranger, turning it in hands. Had she seen it like before, she thought? Perhaps. Yes, she remembered now. She returned the decanter, whispering into his ear as she did so.
Updated my journal.
You realise you know the word now. Nil denosage. So you're certain the woman never whispered to you, but merely said she did. She blinks at you. Would the stranger leave her now, satisfied with what she had told him? You're looking for someone. Where could she be? Elwyn was supposed to have met her here days ago. How long must she search this vast forensic before she finds her dearest friend? What does she look like? She would be so pleased to hear news of her friend. She told the kind stranger what Elwyn looked like, so that he would know her should he come across her. One resembles me, but with golden eyes and hair of fiery crimson. Don't know if I find her.
Done.
Right, so we can now use the decanter. I don't know why I didn't ask for that. I thought I did ask for that, and that's why I was doing this quest. Right, so we do want to head back to the hive. Now, it's this one, I think. Actually, I don't trust him. So we are going to rest in here. I could have gone underground and rested actually, but we're here. How much is it? Could I rest here? 5 coppers. Yeah. No. Because he might give me spells. If I'm right, he might give me spells. Might Ignis.
I'm gone.
If I can get him free now with the decanter. But on the other hand, it's this one we want, I think. Burning Man. But at the same time, he might be hostile. I'm kind of worried.
All right.
Ignis. This crackling, billowing creature twists slowly above an iron grill upon the floor of the bar. It may have once been human, but now its skill is charred beyond recognition. Greetings. The thing makes no response. It rises slowly within the flames. It lives, but it does not seem aware of anything other than the fire that surrounds it. Its skin is flame. Its heart is flame. And you know within some shadowed corner of your mind that this thing is dangerous. I wonder if this decanter of endless order will do something. You tilt the decanter over the grill and begin to pour. A small stream of ice blue water pours from the decanter and touches the flames of the grill with a violent hissing and a rush of steam. As if in response to this challenge, the decanter seems to lunge forward, falling onto the grill and shattering. What? Hissing billows of steam and a furious crackling noise rushes from the grill, spilling over you and forcing you to cover your ears and turn away. There is a scream, a cackling, a terrible sound like 100 buildings burning. People screaming, their screams being cut short by the roar of flame and melting flesh. Cover your ears to block out the sound. As you put your hands over your ears to block out the sound, you feel a stickiness on your hands, like hot cheese or candle wax. Your ears are bleeding from the sound. You draw your hands back and see them covered with chunks of melted flesh filled with bloody swirls. Try and get out of the bar. You're about to run from the bar, anything to get away from the sound, when suddenly all falls silent, except for a jagged crackling coming from the grill. You turn. On the grill lies the decanter of endless water, now nothing but shards and steam. Above it is the creature, flames still trailing from the body, floating over the bar's floor. It is staring at you, its eyes flickering like 2 torches. I know you.
Yes.
The creature's face splits, charred flesh peeling away from its jaw so that it might speak. Yes. Its voice crackles, burns, roars through the creature's chest, and with every word, flakes of cinder and ash spit from the mouth and drift into the air. You can barely stand to look at the thing. The blazing radiance surrounding it is terrible to behold. Ignis.
Yes, long have I slept dreams of flames. I am yours, till death comes for us both.
The creature floats towards you, the air bending from the thermal surrounding it. Long have I slept dreams of flames. As if in response, flames curl within Ignis's throat, and a tongue of flame streams from behind his blackened teeth. I am yours till death comes for us both. We shall see.
Ignis hears you.
Okay, right. You are a mage, aren't you? These all seem to be of a theme. I assume you are a level 7 mage. I'm a level 9 mage. That's quite sad. Although, yeah, fire resistance 125. Cold resistance is really low though. We don't have any resistances, so he's our best fighting the elemental things. Reaction -5. Yeah, no one likes you. No mortal can wonder. Ignis wishes to burn. Ignis burns so long ago, yet once Ignis knew nothing of flames. He set small fires, tiny flames, tiny flickerings. The fires grew. Ignis set fires in their streets and lit the fires of anger in their hearts. They sought to punish Ignis, the small flies from the hive. They wished to see Ignis burn. After Ignis set fire to their streets, tiny magelings, hedge wizards, rune casters, tiny sparks of magic came to punish Ignis for hurting their loved ones. They sentenced Ignis to burn, made Ignis a torch, a spitting flame, burning, burning. It was justice, they said, but it was not a sentence. There is so much flames and pain that there is no pain. There is light and heat, and the flesh runs as tallow across my bones. And for the first time, Ignis was pleased. When the plains burn and all life is torches, then Ignis shall at last be at peace. Of course, we have a madman. Another madman. Well, let's talk to people. Let's go through our whole team.
What is your will?
Things I would know. Oh, I could do the teachings. I've read the Windows Zone. What do you want to know? Oh, I've read it all the way through, have I? Or maybe I've just not finished that one. So, you, Anna?
What is it you want then?
Have you heard of Rebel Puzzlewell? Psst, are you daft? Don't be mentioning her name if you'll value your life. Why? She's the evilest of the Grey Lady, she is. Filthy mean, with more power to toss around than some powers. See if she's a brambles through and through. Even a heart. It's said you can never kill her, because her body's like a tree. You lop off one limb, there's always another still growing somewhere across the plains. Okay.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Why didn't you tell me about the extra line of tattoo on my back? Oh, that bit at the end? Well, I figured it was Wash, so I didn't read that outline. Do you think it refers to you? I doubt it. I mean, you can trust me, right, Chief? Are you lying to me, Maud? Nah, come on, what's your problem, Chief? I haven't steered you wrong yet. Yet. I don't like the fact you didn't read me the line. I'd like to know what else you would neglected to mention since we've been travelling together. Nothing you know dangerous. If there's anything else, I would suggest you tell me now. Chief, seriously, there's nothing else. I wouldn't hold out on you. I wonder if that changes if you spot him early, if you call him out on it later.
Yes.
Right. Can you teach me any of your powers? Ignis once knew much, no longer. Ignis burns in suffering. Ignis learns. A tiny flame from his mouth, like laughter, and a stream of embers spits forth. Suffer. Learn. I'm willing to suffer for such knowledge. As you're about to speak the words, you feel a crawling sensation in the back of your skull, and you're suddenly struck with the certainty that the knowledge Nicholas has to teach may permanently scar you, but you don't know how you know this. Maybe. Permanently scar you. We've got enough, but I'm wondering if that's going to have a debilitating impact on my stats or whatever. Let's add some other questions. Your heart jumps as Ignis soars several feet into the air, and his jaws tear open. No more talk and questions. Silence. I should speak of flames, Ignis, and of burning. Your words are like oil, and you watch them fill Ignis's eyes, fanning the flames you see there. Flames? Ignis drifts down slightly, the heat around him rising as if in interest. Speak. Ignis will listen. What happened to you to make you this way? This way. A small pocket of flesh on Ignis's cheek pops and runs in a steaming trickle down his jaw. This way. Ignis always was. But you look human, or at least you look like you were human once. Ignis twists, hunching his head forward as his body spins slowly above the ground. The effect is more like much like a fiery whirlwind, thermal streaming off the body and distorting the air around him. Still. Ignis. Always. Ignis. Just more of burn. As you open your mouth to speak, Ignis suddenly whirls on you. You're forced to choke back your words as the heat from his frame floods over you. Ignis, might you be sparks in bodies, always seeking to rise? Sparks in bodies? What do you mean? All things burn inside. Ignis's head cranes back and throws his arm wide. Spires of flame and heat traveling up his arms. Only need to be kindled with flames to become Ignis. So might you have been Ignis. Actually, if you end up trying to kill the flames within people, you usually end up killing them. Yes. Ignis grins, cocking his head to one side, ashes falling from his skull and being swept up in the flaming wreath that surrounds him. More of burning in flames.